this is your reading for Tuesday, the 23rd of June. Thanks for joining me. It's a real pleasure to be with you today. I am using the Though deck, which you can immediately recognize by this Rosicrucian crucifix on the back there. Multicolored. Let's have a look at what the cards want to share with you on this day. Let's see what their guidance and message is. Okay. So I was here in town the other day, and I went into one of the shops and they had the Though deck, and it was normal sized, and I realized that for years I've just had this huge oversized deck, and it's not the norm. You can get these in the normal size. I always mention how big they are. Let's see. Okay, so we've got the 10 of Wands, we've got the Prince of Discs, and we've got the Chariot in reverse. Okay, so on this deck it says for the 10 of Wands, oppression. Okay, and oppression is, we've got Sagittarius there, we've got Saturn, we've got a real feeling of being locked in and trapped, and like we can't move forward. The Prince of Disc is practical physical circumstances. Your physical circumstances are keeping you locked in and making you feel frustrated and like you're banging your head against the wall and you can't move forward. There's a wall here, you can't move through that. How do you progress through that? There's no real way forward. And the Prince of Discs is something that's very stuck and it's not moving. And the outcome here is the Chariot in reverse, and the Chariot in reverse represents a lack of victory, not moving forward, not progressing. So your circumstances on this day are challenging. Okay, so the world is saying, no thank you, we're not buying any of what you have to offer. And sometimes that happens. That happens to everybody. Sometimes the energy is just not right, or people don't respond to you, or you don't have the best day, but there's always a way out of that. And there's always a better opportunity on the side. So don't try and push through this. Don't bombard this thing. Go through it, okay? Move around the side, skip the ball, go behind them, jump into the vortex and move forward somewhere there. And that's interesting that I said the vortex, because Abraham Hicks and is it Jerry and Esther Hicks? Yes. They came up with this thing, the vortex, which I listened to years ago, and it's all about kind of putting yourself in that stream of creation, you know, positive consciousness. So don't let the circumstances, like for instance, let's say you've got a shop, okay, or you've got a market stall, and you go to the market stall on a Wednesday, and usually you do okay business and you sell some fruits and vegetables, but today nothing is happening. You don't even get any inquiries, okay? That doesn't mean that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that on this day, the practical circumstances aren't working for you correctly. So that's what I'm saying. And rather than push harder and just start yelling, you know, I've got fresh tomatoes here, come and see me. Rather than do that, I'm saying you can keep positive first of all, because no one's buying your tomatoes today does not mean that your wares are not good or you have nothing to offer. That's not true. It's just that things aren't working today. The circumstances aren't in your favor, and that is not personal. That's the first message. The second message is, rather than exert yourself more, do something else. Go past it. Go on the side. If you have a lot of paperwork that you need to do, and you've got a choice whether you go to the market today or whether you finish paperwork which has been outstanding for a month and a half and you've never got around to doing, I would suggest using your energies more productively and doing that. Because I'm getting that on this day, on the Tuesday, 23rd of June, the circumstances are not in your favor. 10, 11, and 7 is 18. 1 and 8 is 9. 9 is completion and the end point, okay? So as far as the cards are saying, this is a done deal. For whatever reason, whether Saturn is really coming in today and saying, we are putting the brakes on this, or whether on... for whatever reason there is, the brakes are on, okay? And for you to have the best day here, it's like I said, to look for alternative routes. And often, real miracles happen when you're forced to do things differently. You know, like for instance, you go to, I don't know, you on a Tuesday, you usually go into work and it's all routine, but on this day, for some reason, you can't go into work and you have to do something else, and you meet someone, or you find a new way of being creative, which you can then bring into your work, something like that. These are never random events. There's always a reason behind this, and the reason is usually always, well, it is always, to enrich your life, to make it better, to keep your eyes and ears open on those alternative kind of adventures that you're going to be going on. Have a wonderful day. If you'd like a private reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. And remember to subscribe to the channel.